Good afternoon, DJ. It is Thursday, September 4th. The time is currently 1:25 p.m. PM session is NFP Thursday. Let's go. All right, DJ. Arrived at my desk at 1:15, I believe, yeah. Been sitting here like posting this morning's DJ. Lunch. I haven't even eaten yet. Went to get a haircut, then went to the bank. Just got back to the a beautiful notification of moving to break even time. So yeah, good times. Anyway, DJ, let's get into it. Right on my desk at 1:15. As always, my weekly target is 5%, and my daily target is $500. Mental check-in, feeling generally okay. Excited to see what PM session has in store for us today. Excited to grow and continue to get 1% better each and every day. All right. I'm feeling the 1%. Like I'm feeling the 1%. This week I just been, oh, all right. Risk disclaimer. I understand that I accept the risk that comes with trading. I understand that trading comes with real risk and that losing is part of the game. Almost forgot there for a second. News. No news this PM session of note, but we've had news today. Okay, still makes it an optimal day to take a trade. Risk going into today, 250 is the risk per trade. All right, if we're gonna take a trade on the which I decided that NFP, I'm gonna wait till next week to trade on the express. So I'm done for the day. In terms of trading. We'll be demoing, of course. So yeah, risk will be $250. Condition weekly program going into the week was a buy program. No, buy program is tripping. Sell program. Sorry, DJ. Sell program. Let's go ahead and review price action over since we've been gone to see if anything's happened to change that for us. I don't think anything's really happened. Yeah, I don't know. I may be wrong on my weekly program, but I can still see where the setups are and where the drawn liquidities are, which is more important to me right now at this current stage that I'm in. So yeah, we're gonna stick with the obviously sell program. So, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm interested to see how price is gonna behave once it comes into the 50% of the previous week's range. So if it's gonna tank, then then obviously it'll prove I'll be right on my anticipation. But if not, then still tell the story. Look at update on a morning buy setup still in there. It's taking what? 1, 2, 3, 3 partials. Head into loss. Take profit. What's that? 3, 4. That's the go for the day down. Right? See how it does. My milkshake. Yeah, I'm loving this view, man. I'm loving this view. I am loving this freaking view right now. Seeking excellence always, it may seem like I'm changing it up every week or like every month here and there. I'm changing stuff up and I'm adding stuff and removing stuff. But like I'm just, molding. I'm trying to find what works for me, And I'm on the way to finding it, I think. Oh, hey. Yeah, we did take it actually. So I think this I've been saying that, but I'm liking this. That's what I'm gonna say. Yesterday I realized that I forgot to draw out the lunch key highs and lows. Luckily it wasn't like a big factor in price, so well, that was something I fell short yesterday. No, 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 no. It's AM session is down here. Lows. Oh, we did take that out too. Yeah, grabbing the hour. No, thank you. Also, there's a new week opening gap there. There's a monthly, it's a weekly low. Consequent encouragement, 50% range. So many things, so many confluences out there. Right? Um, yeah, very nice. Now buy model twos here. Sell, take in, value gap, comes back in it here. Sell, take in, a value gap. Oh, I could be jumping on board on all of this, right? Not right, but like obviously if the initial draw, let's say into the new week opening gap here hasn't been hit yet. How do I get back on board on the train, right? All these buy models too, because obviously all we have here, key levels are high, so only buy model twos are plausible. And I see them, I see. Ding, 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 ding. And you can keep the price higher. Ding, the value gap here. Comes back into it here. Knowing that this is my draw, right? Like up here. Oh, where? And just stick with that direction until it gets here. Right. So many, so many, so many. Sell. We took the high. Okay, got taken out. Should keep price higher. Version for value gap. Look at that. Even comes back into this one. So many things just aligning. High. Doesn't come back into the fair value gap, but you do get the high here. You read that one, but it's the most prominent one, so. That is crazy, my guy. Right. Welcome to the Wild Wild West. Yeehaw! Pew, pew, pew. ERP DJ. One word. Job. I'm such a mukbang. Let's go. Thank you very much. Lunch by definitely set in stone for buy side and sell side set in stone for 15 minutes. I'm just gonna do the 15-minute. I think it's gonna keep coming back. And we'll wait on the 1 hour to do the low. It's a coincidence that 10-minute lunch just formed right there. Oh, no. Coincidence owner. Bicycle. Use this. Getting hit. Right. Forward entry would have been 2, 3, 4. Right. Close enough. The highs, I've seen highs. Plus, I'd love for it to hit like this thing. I would love for it to alert me when it hits the 50%. Maybe I can, that's something I can get coded. Because I would love an alert. Make us tagged. But anyway, let's get the values on there at least. I'll know. See how mixed up. Do 10. Let's see how I feel about it for now. Yeah. What difference did that make? I'm doing nothing. So we have 587.50. Wait, 2. Still wasn't here yet. Right there, 587.50. Well, we have going to that a new week opening gap there. Ding 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 ding. Draw there. So yeah. Seeing I could have been wrong in my bias for the week, but still taught me a lot. this little bottle makes me feel like I'm drinking more water. Like I drink more water than I do, I think. But I need to do the measurements of how many of these I need to drink a day to get to my. Because I like it like this. I think I drink more water when it's like in a tiny thing like this. It makes me feel like it's more bite size, you know? Then I'll go back for more. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. We'll take our wins wherever we can get them. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, it was 4. Thank you. And this account has gone up a bit in the last 2 days, isn't it? Yo, I'm done, man. Just another day at work. Just another day on the job. That's it. That's all. Nothing more here. That's it. Getting better at my work, at my job. That's what I'm trying to do here. Each and every day I show up, I'm trying to get better at my job. That's it.
Business, they can raise money. Now, why I and why not tell you how I'm said I wouldn't do this because it can be number one up here, carry with compliance. These are not investors. These are business. They are investors. Now,
So valid. The valid trade. I'm very much interested in that.
have a general fund. You're gonna have you're gonna buy not investments, but the business to buy that as well.
You'd be tagged in that.
Now, what the difference is, see, that's
Well, allowed us what 10 contracts again. I guess today, let's see.
yeah, you're not expensive. When you're just buying gives you, like I talked about it, problems gives you actually back to this. If one of your investors here, one of your
He's lunch on a 1 hour.
see,
So
invest actually.
so depending on how price behaves here, some more they want to go to here next, right? To the next one. So there we have this next 4 hour on efficiency there. And this is why I be putting a hoodie on and I ain't even about to buy some pump. Oh, she's switching hoodies on us. She's switching hoodies on us. It's a different day. Nah, still September 4th. We're in the matrix. Action bridger here. Now to launch a fund. More water for me.
Had a good track record because of the structure. He did not. It was now he's still doing fine. They're now launching their fund, but it was a lot. It was a bigger jump over because he didn't do this. And he actually spoke at our event a few weeks ago. He's like, he goes, I wish I would have made this because if I would have structured it this way, I would have an amazing track record. It'd be way easier.
Close up this open.
And actually raise them. Talking about going from this stage. Does that make sense? So huge advantage. That is why. So to summarize, this is why I do the GPLP structure instead of a SPV syndication. Okay, does that make sense? Now, like I said earlier, at fund launch, we help people do this. Okay, so our mission is to democratize entrepreneurship. We actually help people through this whole thing. We've helped thousands of entrepreneurs do this. Right? We actually had a guy join with our new platform, Seed Lasting Funds. He built his whole Seed Lasting Fund within 7 days. So he went from literally he joined. 7 days later, he went he was ready to go to legal to launch his Seed Lasting Fund. It's pretty cool. We then had somebody else join. They did all the prep work in 1 day. So they joined, they were on our platform, they did all the stuff. Actually, I'll show you even our platform here. They joined the back end platform here. You can see this. They went through all the stuff in 1 day. They clicked send a lead. Now, legal takes a week or two to set up all the entities. Delaware, Wyoming, representative entities. But again, he was ready to go in 24 hours. Isn't that wild? Okay. Again, it's go at your own pace. You can join. You'll see fund launcher. We help people launch funds. So again, if you're curious about launching a fund, I'll go back here. Again, education is for free. If you guys can on here, please. And actually, I'll put my chat here. Please hit the like button and comment. You're my top people. William's #1 here. Yeah. Love it. Same here with separate syndications. Yeah. And actually, I want to answer some of these questions in a second. But go and comment. I'd love to see y'all there. You guys can go look up phone call at phonelaunch.com/call. Now, it says love. Let's see. Yeah, I've seen that now. I'll see where the lawsuit disrupts the whole fund. Yeah, it's really sad. There's some great businesses that have been really disrupted because they were done in an LLC, SPV syndication structure. It is way, way, way better to do it in a full out GPLP type of fund. Is that making sense? By the way, if you're live, your top drop some questions here in the chat. How to raise capital for BlackCard. So if you're trying to join BlackCard and need money, we have payment plans that way that you guys can get in. But you might be asking, how do I pay in BlackCard? We actually 2 weeks ago we did a live stream all about capital. So if you go on YouTube, 2 weeks ago we did a live stream, 3 capital wells that never run dry. I thought it was one of my favorite live streams I've ever done. So I think we might even link it in here. I don't know if my team, you guys can link that on here. But it was a really, I thought, really fun live stream we did all about raising capital. Okay, we'll come back here. So again, you guys can go pull this. So you can see the back end. We help people do this every single day, day and night. You know, we have office hours 6 days a week. We have the full Wall Street level rebel community, our whole BlackRock community, thousands of members in there that all building their own funds as well. I'll kind of jump down here. We help people go through this whole process. Okay, you know, if you're doing self-fund, we have done free content. If you're doing a single asset fund, we have our single asset fund platform, and then we have BlackCard if you're doing a full out fund. So it depends on what you're doing. It's fundlaunch.com/call if you guys want to learn more. Again, I would say if you're on the fence, you just want to learn more, I would go, and if maybe you've talked to our team before, send them a message, comment back at them. You can go book another call now with them and just restart the process. But we help you do it day and night. It's what we're good at. It's what we eat, sleep, and drink and do. Okay. So again, if you want to help them doing project, you can book a call now. By the way, if you have questions, drop in the chat. I want to do Q&A here in a second. We'll go from there. Now, as a bonus, okay, I want to share something cool with you all. You might not heard of this. You might be able to see my T-shirt here. We are very close to launching. Ta-da! I've been playing with it all the last few weeks. This is a full AI. So if you're curious about mapping out how your fund would look, building out your pitch deck, finding investors in your area, pretty excited. We right now are in the prototype. It's live with internal, like our company uses. Going to beta test users here in roughly 2 weeks. We'll be putting this out to our top tier BlackRock members. They're going to be able to come in and start using Fundlaunch AI to go and think, tank, build, and put together their fund. Fundlaunch, now we just demoed this to 2 huge mentors. That like one guy sold his company for over $1 billion, a tech company. Another guy sold his company to Snapchat for $50 million. Just demoed both. They were like, dude, this thing is. I typed it in, for example. I said, hey, build me a Las Vegas value add fund. And it went, build me a full scroll deck. It goes in, pops in my carry percentage, management fee, hurdle rate, how my funds can be built out. It goes through, we go through the cap rating structure, strategy, and thesis actually goes and builds out. We found about 107 data points that go into putting together a fund. And so Fundlaunch AI actually goes and builds those with you. Go run your calculator and how we build out. We just added a new feature where it'll actually look for family offices and investors in Las Vegas that like using, like investing into value add.
Oh, wow.
And actually built me a full list of people I can go contact. So name, phone number, email of local family offices to Las Vegas that like investing in multi-family investing. Isn't that kind of cool? Okay, so this thing's going live. It looks like, I don't quote me on it, but about 2 weeks we're going to be live with this to only BlackHeart members. So when you join BlackHeart, you get first dibs and first rights on Fundlaunch AI. Just $3. So again, if you book a call,
Getting ready for open range.
go in there. I think how it looks, you put your email in, and you can see a calendar spot for today, tomorrow, and Monday as well.
Looking like buy side is going to be the same as 1 hour lunch.
Feel good? Let's hit the chat here for a second. Any questions so far? Thank you. Oh yeah, they just tagged capital bells and different drives. Trading we did. In the future, will there be an opportunity to invest capital funds? So yeah, both my funds are 506Cs. I can talk about these funds. Fundlaunch Partners currently is closed. We'll most likely open fund 2 years the next year. But Ugly Unicorn is our blockchain investment fund. If you want to learn more about that, you can go to ugly.com and you can book a call with one of our team members. And we can talk to you more about investing in crypto and blockchain. It's a $100,000 thing to join the fund. Yeah, we don't talk to more. We have people joining we have a holding fund. We join at the end of the if you're having trouble, if you can't book a call, message me and our team at bridge@fundlaunch.com. Rams at number 2, William at number 1. That's awesome. Congrats. There we go. Matthew at number 3. So at what point do you go full on fund structure from SAP setup? 5 SAPs, 10? It's a good question. So I would say it depends. Depends on when you feel like you're ready. Single asset funds, one deal at a time, they're much easier to raise. So if you're just starting out, I would tell you to do a single asset fund. Go find one deal, one property, one thing. You can say, hey, we're raising money right now to go invest in 1, 2, 3 mainstream, have this great thing. Easier to raise capital, build to a track record. Once you've done a handful of those, and or you feel like is overwhelming managing too many asset funds. That's what a lot of people transition to a totally blind. A blind pool fund is you say, hey, we're not, yeah, we're raising for 1, 2, 3 Main Street. Also, we'll buy 15 other.
I'm seeing the Wix, but I'm paying attention to the bodies in it.
So yes, we want to buy this one next month. We have planning on 15 properties over the next 2 years of the fund. But we don't know the properties yet. That's why it's applying. But you're investing in this fund to go out and do that. That makes sense. Now, the pros of doing that are investors get diversification across the board. So if one deal goes bad, it doesn't matter because you have 14 others. Some offerings don't allow you to really single asset funds. So, for example, Fund Launch Partners, we just raised $27 million back to invest into that.
Yeah, it's looking like open range is gonna be the same as
Someone can say, hey,
lunch. Bye. I don't wanna hold, so leave it alone.
pay them out. Similar, think about venture capital. Instead of just trying to pick one deal, it's like, well, it's actually smart to go invest in the 20 years. Because we know,
And I won't be anticipating this to go up there.
That's what you, that's the venture capital. So sometimes you might say for our portfolio and for our investors, that's just.
Candle closure outside of it.
Some people scale huge single asset funds. Some people transition from existing to them too. Holy smokes! Here we go. So once that raise ready for launch, I really have not known anything. How can I find clients? Yeah, again, I would go watch that. We did a full 2-hour training last 2 weeks ago on this. I just go out and watch that video. I think it's tagged above here. This one. Wait, where is it? Right here. 3 capitals and everything. This is how you start building a brand to raise money. And actually, I'm going to talk about this in a second. Is Fund Launch AI an additional cost of Blackheart? No, currently no. It'll be a free add-on. We're looking for beta test users. Eventually, we'll see where we go with Fund Launch AI. Now, the plan is it'll be an addition just for being Blackheart. Can such structures be used to fund nonprofits or charity organizations? I'm very, very interested in putting together a disaster relief cat.
Okay, smack that.
The answer is yes. Yeah, we've had a number.
Let's pay attention. We could get a sell. Could see how it behave in here. Need to see this.
Or they have a fund that generates income that then feeds their share. The answer is yes. The number of them use to choose to do that. So yes, that can sufficient. It's there's other ways you do it as well. Nonprofit charity. The idea would be you have a fund that goes and invests in the stock market, and whenever those returns come in, you then just pump them right to the charity. It's called endowment structure, and that's how that. But still, it's a GPL structure. Yep. Actually, I want to hit. You guys are asking about raising money. Let's talk about this. So here's cool. I keep going. So structure number 3 is the team revenue. Now this is obvious. Yeah, I need a good team, but let me break this down into what type of team you want to have. And maybe you might even be in the chat right now with people on Blackheart that can do this with you. We actively try to connect people inside of Blackheart that fit one of these 3 roles. These are the 3 roles in every single fund. So we have you can see them here: expert investor, fund manager, and money raiser. Now, for these 3 roles, excuse me for a second. In these 3 roles, they're somewhat obvious. You can see this person here is really, really good at the investing side. So for Ugly Unicorn, my partner Dave, 16 years on Intel's board of advisors, crypto and huge crypto miner since 2018. I've been very, very involved in crypto. An amazing blockchain crypto investor. Fund manager, that's kind of like me. I'm very good at this. This is compliance, this is legal, this is structure, how things run in the fund. And then finally, capital raiser. These are people that are natural born salespeople. They just, they've gone to networking events for the past decade. They know those people that are just super hyper connectors. That's these types of people. generally speaking, the person who's good at investing is usually not also good at running a fund and also good at raising money. It's just very rare. Typically no one does this alone. Pretty much everybody finds people with these different skill sets. So it's okay if you're just good at one of them. Actually, in the chat, type in which one do you gravitate towards the most. You're like, hey, I'm more of a money raiser. I'm more of a fund manager. I'm more of an expert investor. Type in the chat if you can which one you are. So what we do in our fund, Dan is the expert investor. I'm the fund manager, and both of us are pretty decent capital raisers. I call myself a pretty good capital raiser. Both of us raise capital together. And so we go message and work on that together. That's how we split it. When you grow big, each one of these roles are going to be, there's going to be 10 people helping with fund management. There's going to be 7 people helping with expert investor. There's going to be 5 people helping with capital. Okay.
2, 3, 4 scandal that needs to be involved in a fair value gap CB for me to be interested in sell here. Didn't mean to talk with my hands over my mouth. Sorry, DJ. I do apologize. My manners.
So that's the big pieces that we would pull back in snack and things that you guys can message and people another drop deals in, all that kind of stuff to help you. Now, let's go a little bit further, okay? So when I break down these 3 roles, okay, so you follow my 3 roles, I'm going to put them on the side here. So you have my expert investor, fund manager, capital raiser, and then I'm going to add one is just 3. Okay. This is, by the way, the fund waffle. I started to try like all the roles in a fund, and then I started to look at waffle. Say, hey, let's just call it the fund waffle. So here we are, the fund waffle, right? Actually, I'm gonna put on
2.5.
I'm putting on my Canadian hat here.
I'd like to see it.
Hey, how are we doing that? I'm gonna try my best Canadian accent. I am half Canadian. My mom is from Alberta, Canada. So hey, up north we got a lot of snow, a lot of ice. Moving the puck around, play a lot of hockey. Pretty good. So the fun waffle, we love eating waffles up in the north, eh? We got maple syrup, all the good stuff. It's all good. So we got the fun waffle here. We got our 4 different categories of fun waffle, right? So you stay with me, all right? No chirping me in the chat.
This is telling me that
we got 4 categories. Expert investor, category number 1. Here we go.
Highly likely
investment committee, board of advisors, and asset manager. All right. Now, day 1, the expert investor, you're probably doing all those. Okay. You're probably the one doing all those in there. You don't have much help at the time. You're going to try to find a few people. All right, I can't do this accent. It's pretty good, though. That's pretty good. Well, over time, how did I do, chat? I think I'll do that. Over time, you're going to find people to fill those roles. But again, it's good to have an understanding of these. Now, number 2, fund manager. You got in-house legal, internal audit, compliance officer, financial officer, KYC admin. There's a lot of the roles that start being filled over time. Capital raise, you have investor relations, event coordinators, copywriters, pitch deck designers, website builders, kind of what's going on. And then finally, third-party partner, black members that help put stuff together for you. So, but again, whether you use our stuff or other people, you got to go find these different people inside of your fund. So thinking about building a fund, also think about building a team, right? Great funds have great teams. And these are the type of roles.
Should I keep going? Next draw is up here.
Now I'm going to say this. I'm going to put my Canadian hat back on. Hey, make sure you have third-party audits and third-party administration, all right? So make sure when you're up north, you got, a bunch of caribou running around, you got maple syrup, you got Canadian bacon. Make sure, along with all those great things on God's green earth, you have third-party audits and third-party administration.
Tell you too.
All right? I don't want to hear nobody around here that I don't do third-party audits. You sound like Bernie Madoff. Remember Mr. Madoff? Mr. Bernie Madoff is the biggest scam artist of all time. Okay? 30+ years, he never did an audit. Never. Not once. No audits. He said, if you want an audit, you need to do this. Which is crazy. Now, we've had a number of projects come out recently and other stuff. What's funny is none of them do deals. An easy way to separate yourself from the wheat from the chaff and do everybody else. Okay? So when you're up there, you got your maple syrup, you got your Canadian bacon, you got hockey, right? You also do third-party audits and then third-party administration, separate things to keep it clean and make sure you're buttoned up, you've done the right way. All of our funds we have in fund launch, like the funds that I run, we do make sure that happens. All right. My Canadian bacon. You know what's funny? He's giving me 7 out of 10 at Vietnamese. All right, but make sure when you're building out your team here, do compliance about most important in this thing. Okay, is that making sense? All right, let me see. Let's go back to Jay. All right, I'll answer a few questions here as we go. It's your favorite cousin I ever had. I know my Canadian family up north. I would kind of like let's get away from it's going more like Minnesota by the end. It's kind of going more. Yeah, it's kind of getting out of Canada, going to Minnesota. All right, so drop questions if you have here on team though. But this is anyways, this has been pretty good. Now let me go a little bit deeper. Let's talk about building out edge. Okay, so when building out your fund, like the main question ask in the chat is like 10 questions. So I met with this amazing mentor, really long mentor today, and he says to me, he was stuck in the he said, marketing and sales is a tax, not a bad. Marketing and sales is a tax, not a bad. Every month you have to go pay marketing and sales. It's just a tax you have to pay because your product isn't good enough to sell. You know, so that's great. I wrote that. I gotta write that down. And the idea is, he goes, imagine if I gave you a telephone, and I like literally invented something you can tell me. But if I gave it to you, if I gave you this telephone, do you think how quickly would the whole know about this telephone? I've been pretty quick because I'd probably tell some friend, they would tell some friend to go use it. Like, he said, I could do sales about my telephone. Okay. Now, all that being said, marketing sales does happen. If it's gasoline, you don't have to buy it. What I try to do, what you do in that stuff is make best. Okay. Ways to build out your edge and have an edge. By the way, each one of these can have shit, depending on what you're doing. So you have to remember what your edge is, right? When you your edge, you're about to look at your edge. What gives you guys the edge? What makes your funds better? Okay? This can be an edge. So remember when and still AI is a lot of funds that they invest in AI. Something you would have say a lot of cases that direction just a lot of crypto industry. You can look at examples of it's so interesting. And just by having it be
We change contracts. next week or the week after?
Which I would go around measure two is your strategy.
I would like this.
This proprietary strategy, we trade the stock market that helps us get above average. You know, being in the stock market isn't that compelling of an asset. That's not an edge. But our strategy, that is an edge. Y'all follow it? So that could be your basic crowd. Okay? Edge potential number two is your team. Okay? Talk about a second ago. Imagine even we've got like benefit. Well, it's every year. Find something that hard that you can like be on your team. You'd be surprised and they sit up at night wishing one day that they could figure out how to go build GP. People go to business event and they're hoping one day I can get the GP. And we do come and say, hey, together, I'm gonna give you shares.
For ourselves, potentially, if it confirms us busy. I mean, sell, buy, sorry. Kilo, it's gonna go displacement.
Give you an example. You know, this is going to be back in a second. Let's go a little bit deeper. So we're building out, okay, should be ready. Building out your badge here. So my dad, his edge like this. His strategy was pretty good. That's a pretty good strategy. His team was pretty active. But his structure, people in there is a 0% management fee. So no fees. Furthermore, we don't make any money as a team until you, the investor, make 16%. Right? So they say, hey, no fees. We don't make, as a fund, we don't make any money until the investor, you, makes 16%. And then after 16, I think you did like a 50-50 split. And then if we get over, I think they said like 25%, we then, the fund, we take 100%. And for a lot of investors, that was a very compelling structure. And the reason they're like, man, yes, their money for maintenance. No management fees, I make 16%, good. And they raised a lot of money. But if I zoom up, this is kind of how the unicorn fund partners is. We have what we believe is a compelling asset class, GP stakes in blockchain, compelling asset classes. We also believe we have a pretty good strategy. Our team is, I would say fine, it's good. It's not unreal, but it's not bad either. It's a pretty good team we have. Our structure is pretty standard. It's 2 and 20, 2% management fee, 80-20. Nothing magical about our structure. It's not part of our energy. Just standard. That making sense? This right here is your competition. This is your competition. Now they're multifamily real estate, they're doing value add, they've done it for 20 years. years, they've got 3 funds prior, and they charge a 2% management fee, 80/20 split, 80%. So if you can't beat this, because the investor can go, well, why wouldn't I just invest with these guys rather than you? I mean, they've been in business 20 years, they got 3 funds, like, why would I go with you? And we have to figure out how do we have a competitive edge. Say, well, our structure is better than theirs, our team is better than theirs, our asset class is better than theirs. We've got to find a way to build out a competitive edge. So when you join a platform, like we spend on now Zoom out, this is the fund launch fund that I talked about much today. We go through and actually build out a fund. Go through your deal strategy, your frame and structure, and try to get you validation. We want to build a fund that investors value. Okay? And then we go to people. Then we go to capital. That's big. Trying to build a fund. We do all this in fact. We want to try to build a fund investor thing. Does that make sense? Yeah, it says. So again, if you want to call, put it up on the screen here again, but it's fundlaunch.com/call. You guys can go up and call, talk to our team about how we can do this with you inside of Now, we're doing all right. I'll look at the chat here. So again, leave that live, fundlaunch.com/call. So if you come to Montreal sometime, yeah, I'll bring my accent and my tooth. I'll bring my tooth. Up to Montreal, I love it. What about Luxembourg notes that went directly to a USA fund? I talked about that earlier. I'm sure if you want to do that, you go back at the beginning, we talked about Luxembourg. Borrow credibility, yeah. Borrow credibility from great people. Is it possible to launch a fund with head in the United States with non-US specials? Yes. Yeah, Stan, like we talked about at the beginning. So if you scroll back like the first 10 minutes, we talked about all that. Yeah. It's possible to launch a fund with head in the US and US specials for investors in the United States. Yes, yes, you have the United States. And again, I talked at the beginning, anytime you cross, you can look at, you increase your taxes. Yeah, we have funds right now, the US based, they're investing into Mexico, investing into Guatemala, rare places. Yeah. Okay, let's talk, let me go back. I have a, I've got specifically 5 stories that you can see here that I wanted to go through. I'm going to quickly leave this. These help me a lot. And I know some people might be sitting here like, Roger, I'm on the fence. I saw it coming really in the chat. I was thinking about doing a fund, jumping in, making huge thing. I'm sure this was about why going from like sitting about watching to trying to what I did. And I thought like, please do it. I'm sure you started that. Oh, quick. So again, fund launching black part. So set up your fund, do all this stuff. So again, fundlaunch.com/call. Okay. Now, start at one. So I was, you guys heard my story last time. I was about 22 years old. I got invited to go to this meeting. And my buddy Mike invited me. There was 3 guys. Mike was one of them. Invited me to this meeting. I'm 24. All of these people are twice my age. Very successful individuals. Twice, Greg and Jen. I mean, these guys they're twice my age. All 50s. Very successful individuals. I am 24 years old. Just out of college. Running my fund. I show up this meeting, and it's pretty obvious that if Mike invited me, you guys did not want me. It was just, you walk in something, Can I tell you not welcome? That's how it was. So I just sit there, I'm like, okay, but this nice, they're and it was pretty plain that they told us about I was not. So I was sitting there listening and talking about how they were planning to build a qualified language capacity. So which is good. I was listening. But I had never thought about books. I actually ran my 2 books. And I didn't know that see those moments we just can't take. all the stuff you and the stuff that you guys are learning today, I and I'll raise my hand and go, hey, you guys gonna do international, you guys doing in America, you guys doing a 3C1, 3C5, 3C7. What are y'all doing? Are you doing a management code, GPL structure? Like, hey, you gonna do it? What's your rate points? And they go, oh yeah, it's a pretty standard things. They go to the right. And I go right. And I walked through a few more things, and about 7 minutes, I walked through it in America. Grant catching interest in this. And we can go through those stamp something most working you know, that stuff.
Another one. It's a gimmick, isn't it? Whatever works. Just want to drink more water. Get me to my destination, to my target. Wait a couple weeks, they sit in the hands, and then Halloween, then holidays, fall season, Christmas. Yep. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. You guys heard that story? And I finally go, I was doing Chinese tutoring, and I found it was a bad business. I plus into the house station. I built websites. We're making like $1,000, $2,000 building these websites. It was very hard to scale that. I said, I'm going to spend up to so now just produce the most videos of any asset class. So there's an old saying, like the number one category of is what is it? Real estate. Real
real estate has made more billionaires than any category. Number one category of billionaires, billionaires is private equity and investment banking. I'm going to dedicate my life to something which is what it takes to be successful in anything. So you have to dedicate your whole life to something. I might as well you that can go and take. Right now, on that note, I'm going to skip down a story. For a long time, I was a I didn't realize. I loved during this time period. I loved to have. I loved reading the business books, and I would go on dates. I was thinking if I was going on dates in college, I would tell it's oh yeah, I'm going to start a few businesses, business guy. Yeah, I got this side hustle going, I got these other things going. Like I love to talk business. And then finally a mentor sat me down and said, Richard, you're not an entrepreneur. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. Well, I don't like to win. I'm talking about the truth. That's deep because it's true. This is the truth. Watch. The moment decision comes, the moment they get an opportunity pops up, they go, well, I can't because of money and resources and time, and I got something going. Back away, and they stay watching. I read a great book by Steve Schwarzman. He's the CEO of Linux, the most successful private equity fund of all time. Sure, this is pretty good. I had done some stuff. He goes, what is my key one? And Chinese. And so, like a lot of us, he's like, okay, I'm going to go bank my business. Okay, I'm going to hire a tutor. So he hires a tutor. And the tutor starts teaching him. And he's like, this is great. Man, once a week, the tutor comes to his house. They spend an hour, doing minutes. He has notes. And he's getting a whole year. He spends learning management. He goes, I hop on a plane, I flew to Beijing because we have he had a chip. Flies to Beijing. Now, there's students there.
Think it's the same technical highs.
American students in China.
Such a snack. I don't like to eat a snack. Goodness.
did extremely well. My 8th business was fun lunch. Spending 5,000 a week. My 9th business, 8-figure company. My 10th business, 8-figure company. It's not just magic. The first got changed. 6. That's now. I think I changed. Preparation making. Again, that's what we try to do with people.
Listen, now, conclusion.
I want to take you back to and base of it.
More agua.
And this guy gets on stage for 2 days, he's teaching us about and then we started talking about things. He was very indifferent. It was all about internet being how people said online stuff. And I was taking notes, he loved it. And at the end of it, he gave us some money. Said it's hey, yeah, it's and I was like, oh, you know, me and Mason done a few things. We had a good about 5 things. And in our business, and he Mason shirts me like, I'm like, oh. And at the time, we were kind of business partners too, and we were building websites and kind of stuff like trying to like during these first 6 businesses. That's kind of the time. And I was like, dude, I was like, what? He's like, you gotta use, we had a company, we just created a company card. He's like, dude, we gotta use the company card. Take the $5 grand to buy this thing. I'm like, no, we're not buying this thing. We only have $5 grand. Why is it $15,000? We don't have the money to buy it. He goes, Bridger, if you don't do it, I'm doing it by myself. You can either come with me or you can, just kind of go somewhere else. And I had to make a decision. And and it took basic. He's like, dude, we can do this. We can make it. So we agreed to do it. We did a payment plan. We put $5 grand in, and we paid $1,000 a month for the next 10 months. We went back, and we're in college. We go back to school now. And so we get into this thing, and it's interesting why we have utilities. These people pay attention. The fact that we had paid for this thing, and now our to make this thing work. Every day, me and Mason, dude, okay, how we do it? Like, what's going on? We dug into this thing. We spent hours and hours. We finally went from weekends to like we were full time trying to figure out this internet online. At the time, it was one of my 60 building websites for people to use phones. And Mason was the guy doing that mostly, and I was kind of, I was going to be fun at the time, and I was helping things. And we started to make some money, so we actually started making our $1,000 payment. We did a little bit better. We went up and down, up and down. And we paid off the $15,000. I think they made it to $20 grand next week. We made a little bit of money back. And then it was a 1-year program. We finished our 1 year, and the extension was good. It was great. Investments now started with a small little group. It was $47 course. That went to a big course. We started out getting out of the course. Our first month, we had about $80,000. It popped but in our first 12 months after our mastermind launch, we had about $2 million in sales. In college, during COVID, this is 2020, right when COVID hit, when most people were shut down, we were running web, they're doing all this online marketing stuff. About $2.5 million over 12 months. We were an overnight success. And then people are having us come speak on stage and tell us how we did it and all this great stuff. And what they don't know is we spent the previous 18 months building. We had joined the thing, we put it on a credit card, we learned about it until the opportunity met preparation. And then we were overnight success. And then we learned all these lessons. And then when I lost my we used a lot of those. And we raised about 10 equity initial. And now that was in 25 million. And then we took all those and we launched Fund Launch Partners. We did a $27 million raise on our final close of and our next one, we're trying to we'll see where that goes. We think next year, like next year, we think it's actually yes. And I think back to 2019, I think it was 2018. Basic took me this conference. And teach it. Now today, and this could be for anything, today we're talking about things. And if you're like, hey, I'm curious about this, how to see a lot of people the same thing. They join and they don't even have fun ready to go. But now they understand the mechanics. And we went through 6 months. I got all the resources, the connection, all the stuff I need to go out and make it happen. And then I do cloud. So again, if you want to book a call with our team, it's spellers.com/call. Go book a call with our team and talk about this. And finally, I want to share a story of mine. Okay, what I titled is the heart speakers. Okay, because again, this is a dream. Like with you, that's for something else. I advertised Wall Street because I think we're pretty great. It's fantastic. I don't care. Because I believe it's so, and it's a big chunk. I think the big to, let's say in a second, drop out of school, okay? Time things right, like we have for life, you have to have it. So I was again, back to in college. I was running my business in time, college, investment. Take off. Kind of a second speak. This guy was very successful. He speaks. It's a great speech. He ends the meeting and comes to the back. And he is standing and like he's just standing. You know, like I like hey, so I stand up and hey, thank you so much for your speech. I felt I just got a 6 figure job. Sitting on this and I'm waiting, trying to give you a sense. Like how these other businesses take off. Should I just stay the route? Should I graduate, take the job, spend a couple of years, my way up, and then become an entrepreneur? Or should I just go with this business and focus? And he looks at me and he goes, what do you mean? I'm curious about y'all, how would you guys do this? College guys, he goes like this to me. Like, yeah, it's risky to leave and do this. He goes, pretty. If you go do this in the business, to be training, you think it's going to work like I can do it? Okay, you can do it. And I'm saying, thanks. Case here, management works case here. You go to you and family, right? You can kind of get back on feet. And he was like, yeah, I got a few people in my life I really was down bad. I could call them, but He's like, do they have food in their region? Or pet, it's like air conditioning and stuff. Like, yeah, like you would sleep on their couch and heck. And he's like, you can go find a job, start making money, and you're like, how much is it for me? My apartment time I spent paying $3 a month. I like live with a bunch of roommates and we all share rent. He's like, okay, could you make rent? Okay. It's McDonald's, you make like, it's like to me, rent than you make McDonald's. Okay, you lose 10 grand, like what do you do? He goes, best case scenario, what happens? You're going to make $1,000,000. Okay, so best case scenario, you make $1,000,000. Worst case scenario, you live better than
So I'm just gonna itch up slowly in it. Bleed them dry. Let's give him a trace.
which means much more risk is a fancy way of saying relatively low risk per average. That gap there is called asymmetric risk. And it totally changed my mindset. It's actually scary. It's actually risky. Is living your whole life and being 70, 80 years old and looking back and saying, man, I never took a chance. I never tried. I never actually lived. That's what's risky. That's what's scary. So what do we want this neck to do? If that
We 15 might go like 350 to work and birthday type shit. Maybe we'll see something.
getting up and swinging the bat in baseball, that's the it's the so if it keeps with the bat, sometimes we get a double and triple, and sometimes it goes points. It's about baseball and business. Because sometimes in business you can get up the bat and you can swing it in. It's
Oh, he said it right.
especially and it's really if you've been in Vegas gambling, you've been
Oh, I'm gonna get out of here soon, DJ. Don't point at me still being out here. That would have been it for the day for me, boy. Real interesting though. Wait, -1 smashed. Just another day at the job. Trying to get better. Now the draw is so obvious now. We're just using all the possibilities to jump on board, right? All the models to jump on board. Huh, it's crazy. I was wrong on my weekly, but like I see all the subtle nuances and price action, and I love that for me. This is what I'm talking about. Trading based on a higher time frames. You know, where there's more backing behind the trades. So pick the right trade, you know. That's what's missing. Some badness, break even me, please. Draw. It's my number one job here. Where is the draw on liquidity? Ha ha ha. Once I have that, now it's just about jumping. Where do I jump in? Hopped on right here. Get me in there. Get me in there. Stop would be down here. See, just I think I put it already, but that's an encouragement of that fall and efficiency there. We hit mean threshold. It's daily order block. Oh no, we haven't yet. But for me, it's inefficiencies and liquidity. So right here, with this inefficiency, liquidity, inefficiency. Hyper draw for me there. Oh, it's definitely wrong with my shit there. It's okay. Which is A-okay. All right, let's do a trade performance review and get out of here for the day. That's enough. That's enough for the day. That's enough for the day. Hi, DJ. Well, I did well today. Yeah, this is the trade in itself here, right? We're break even now, risk free, so we're done for the day regardless. Showed up, all right, powerfully, got 1% better, gain experience, learn lessons. All right, I will take into my next day, next trading session. All right, I feel like my 1% every day that I've been showing up are compounding, and it continues to compound, and I'm just reaching a new level. Like it's and the growth are like they're becoming like a shorter period of time in terms of growth, but the expansion of the growth is like, it's just, towards the end, it's like a sprint into the end. Sprint. Anyway, woman on the target. All right, we got, what's the date for? 86 days, 85 days to go. All right, 100K. Let's go. But what I fell short this PM session, don't think I fell short anywhere. Didn't take any trades. We taped red. All right. Didn't take any trades because this would have been good enough for me on the day. I'm not trying to push it too much. All right. From the early stages, I just want to be content with enough and just take my profits and just watch the rest of the market and not feel the need to jump back in, even on this, like even though I hit -1 and it was a wrong -1, to me I still took it as, hey, you took out the trade, hit -1 anyway. If you go out early, that's on you. That was a human error. You go in at -1 for the day, you're done. Be done. That's it. Call it a day. We'll be back tomorrow and the next week and the next month for to keep, for another opportunity. So yeah, I'm just kind of at the point where I'm not trying to like push anything too hard. I'm just trying to be just consistent, right? Small steps. All right, but eventually, obviously, I'll get, as long as it's in the right direction, I'll get to where I'm trying to go. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. So I don't think anyway. I felt sure this PM session, model day, really and truly. How I can improve for next day, next trading session is just keep doing what I've been doing. Okay, keep sticking to my model procedures and protocols. Let's make sure this weekend. Obviously, this is like the first week we're kind of like testing out our new weekly type of program shit, or how we determine the weekly program. So more back testing needs to be done, more forward testing needs to be done, but let's get that written down, so we get like at least a schematic going, like if this then that type of thing going for the weekly and stuff. Yeah, make sure we get that down. Let's update our flow chart, because obviously we're changing stuff around, we're adding a few things, so let's make sure that we're putting all that in one space, so we're not missing anything, right? Everything is all there together. But other than that, yeah, just keep showing up, keep seeking excellence. All right, don't let short-term adversity deviate from what you got going on. Okay, baby girl, you're doing great. All right, that's all I can say. Just keep showing up. All right, keep seeking excellence. Yeah, you're doing amazing. I feel like a completely different trader. Like I don't know, like I'm more calm, cool, collected. Not that I wasn't before, but like it's just now, it's just like I'm seeing I'm seeing it. It's just so obvious, right? So obvious where it's drawn to. Once you have the right things, you just, yeah. 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 All right. That's enough. Anyway, tomorrow is NFP Friday. Woo! Kicking off NFP will be here, kicking off between 9:15 and 9:25. All right, that's our kickoff time. NFP Thursday. Like this NFP week is a different trader out here. I'm maneuvering Wild Wild West like, whoa, there's a bullet there. Dodge, dodge. Ah! Ooh, like a matrix. Ah, I see the zeros and I see the ones. Boom. Well, they did get a few contacts in there, but I came back and uh, 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 anyway, tomorrow's a new day, but obviously I'm excited and I'm happy about my progression just because of where I've come from and where I'm at. But like obviously I'm still in the beginning phase, so I'm excited and I'm happy about my excitement. I want to lock in this feeling for as long as I can, because I know after a while it's just gonna be like, okay, it's just like, oh, we're doing this again. Oh yeah, you're doing that again. But for now, for me right now, I'm enjoying this journey. I'm enjoying seeing it like, and it's happening, and I'm like, okay, yeah, 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 yeah. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but yeah, I can't wait to get to the point though where it's like, it's just mundane and nothing changes and the excitement is died down. Even though I'm enjoying it and I'm soaking it in, I'm still excited to get to the next phase. But DJ will be here tomorrow, NFB week, kind of destroying it, man. And if we're kind of destroying it, I ain't even going. Well, that's it for me. We'll be here tomorrow, all right? Showing up, getting 1% better. All right. You only fail when you quit. All right. As always, I'm the trader signing out. Good luck. Good trading. Happy hunting.